The Don't Say Gay bill is harming the most marginalized LGBTQ+, our girls. LGBTQ parents and pediatric psychologists say Don't Say Gay law stigmatizes being gay or transgender and could harm the mental health of the LGBTQ youth. These same youth are already more likely to face bullying and attempt suicide than children who are cisgender and straight. Child psychologists say that such laws create an unsafe environment for LGBTQ+ children. 2/3 of LGBTQ+ youth said debates concerning state laws have had a negative impact on their mental health. Gretchen Robinson, a lesbian high school teacher in Orange County, said, quote, "It targets very obviously LGBTQ+ students, it others them, and that's not okay," end quote. Irrespective of what Republicans and supporters of the law say, the law is going to harm the most marginalized LGBTQ+ students, our girls. And this is a tough one for me as a parent. You know, I grew up always knowing that I was gay. I knew in the 6th grade that I was gay. And it was to a religion teacher that I came out to for the first time when I was in 6th grade. Had I not had that support from my teacher, because I didn't feel, I'm wrong, I have an incredibly supportive family, but at that time, I didn't feel that my family was gonna be supportive. I can only imagine what would have happened to me, feeling the things that I was feeling, the self-hate, the self-loathing, if I didn't have that teacher to come to.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, but I'm curious to hear what you all think about this.
Thank goodness that the Trevor Project exists.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start there. Thank you so much to that organization. You know, we know what bullies are. We know what bullies do. And a lot of us have been on the hard side of that, okay, just for being LGBTQ+. This now puts an extremely huge target on these kids, okay? Basically saying, there they are, let's pick on them. Who is going to protect our kids, Anne?
Yeah. Us. And by stepping up and stepping out and saying that this is not okay and that we need to make some changes, we need to reach out to politicians, we need to reach out to the change makers to get these changes and work for that, because it is so important. We all probably remember what it was like to feel marginalized. Yeah. We don't want that for our kids.
No,
we don't want that for our kids.
At all. Yeah. Marley, what I see you like, you're taking that deep breath, like, you know, this is ridiculous.
Kids are such a soft spot for me because obviously like they're molded and they absorb everything that is given to them. And I'm just thinking about, I have a friend of mine who has a transgender daughter, and to know that she is living as a 13-year-old, you know, trying to be this person, and the world is literally knocking her down every step of the way. And she is such a beautiful person, and they don't even get a chance to see that. And I don't want them to knock out their light before they even get a chance to show it, you know? Yeah. So like, my heart breaks every time I think about it. So that's why I'm doing my part in the best way that I can, you know, and I'm so grateful to even you ladies as doing your parts, you know, because we need that.
And that child has you to look up to. Yeah. So you keep shining how you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just think it's just wild to me, because every time we talk about this on Queer News Tonight, I'm always like, how bored are Republicans? like what?
You got nothing else to do.
You know, like, do you not like bowling or like
don't you play card games?
Go after this stuff up.
Right? Like, what are we doing? And it back to, you know, the story of just how free and how revered like trans folks have been throughout history since the beginning of time. Like, to attack LGBTQ young people, number one, it's punching down, right? Like, you're going after kids, you're punching down. So how weak are you? And then it's also just like, are you jealous of the freedom that these kids want to have at such an early age? Maybe you didn't know who you were that young, but these kids are very boldly saying, this is who I am, this is who I want to be, this is how I want to express myself. And like, what kind of jealousy do you have to be like, absolutely not, you can't do that.
And even now as a parent, I didn't see this. I'm looking at things through my daughter's eyes. And there is so much that these young kids have that they know, you know, I know who I am. My daughter's 5 and she's so confident with herself. To just knock them down is pretty awful.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.